What's up? My name is Martin. I go by DJ Level in the Bay Area, California. Shout out to the Bay. I've been DJing for about 8 years now. When your parents came home and got high-speed internet for the first time, and you was like, all right, what am I about to do with it? It was like bear sharing LimeWire for me. Went to school in North Carolina for a year, so I ended up transferring up here. While I was at school at City College in New York, I ended up joining the radio station out there, WCCR. That kind of just made me get into it, and I went home, went back to my dorm room, and I just kind of like started messing around with a little virtual DJ. Ended up starting my own, having my own little radio show. If the DJ didn't come on after me, I just keep going and then just freestyle from that. I was trying to just watch YouTube tutorials. I don't know, I kind of got overwhelming, so I just ended up just kind of keep going with myself and like doing some parties every now and then. I was like halfway through my master's, to be honest. I discovered Scratch. And I was taking a year off, taking some time off. Like, I have this year off, let me see what I can do with this. I knew of Scratch, I had heard of it, but I just didn't know what was offered really. So I checked out the Pro Track program. And I was a little nervous. I was like, maybe I'll be too much, advanced, I know so much and it'll be a waste. And then I was like, maybe I won't know enough, and people be outshining me. They've had turntables all their lives or something. And so I just ended up kind of going for it, and I read into it. I saw I had production too. I was like, oh, I'm so interested in learning that too. I just kind of I was like, I checked it out and then just ended up going ahead and following through. I was fortunate enough to have a class with Dirty Digit. It was able to kind of let me go at my pace and what I already knew, and then also pick up just all the techniques that he could show me. And just being here at Scratch showed me how I could use the turntable really as an instrument, how I could use that vinyl as an instrument. And it started really getting so cool when I was honestly starting at the beginning and hearing the way the sound changes, the bass coming in a little bit harder, or how deep the sound could get, or how light the sound could get, just by how you touch the vinyl was crazy to me. And all the things I thought about but didn't really know how they worked was just kind of re-influenced by the way Digits was showing me. And so it was nice. It felt old school, it felt real, and it also just it made me appreciate what I was actually doing with the craft a little bit more. I went from a laptop to a controller. And then so going back here, it was let me just start off, shake whatever I've learned off. I think one of the really cool classes also was I learned from Josh when I got the production class too. When Josh taught me about the camel out wheel, thinking about how that can control the flow and mood and stuff. I never really thought about that kind of stuff. I used to go out and DJ and play stuff that I just really loved and thought was hot, and never really thought about how it's working with the crowd, thinking about how my phrasing works and stuff and how the patterning works. Coming to Scratch really just allowed me to appreciate music diversity as a whole. It's a religion to me. It's a way to communicate. I think one of the things I accomplished from last year with Scratch is I ended up getting a residency, and I ended up getting a consistent kind of off the side gig at 305 Fitness, and that's just a regular thing. And it allowed me to kind of see that I can really do this. And so this year and moving forward, it's just about applying everything I've already learned and then just kind of building on it. Coming here ready to experience a lot. It's really limitless. The networks are here for you. The equipment's here for you. I was coming in here, at least 2 hours every other day. Put that time in, put that effort in, there's no real stopping you. I'm DJ Level, and I'm made from scratch.